Hello everyone, it's Gwethlin from Gwethlins Games, and today I am running the Fearless Burglar. And I'm just going to talk to my friend here.
The messenger has come.
Fix the 4K text.
He wishes to speak to the King of Gondor. I do not think that is wise.
Yes, I tend to agree, but I will go and talk. Yadafal.
I bring a message from Dulgabeth,
the Black
Word
Word
of Mordor and heir of Sauron.
Okay. Requests an audience with the king or steward. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Looks like I'm going to end up going in his place. But you never know, it might not turn out that way.
I do not trust this emissary or Dulgabeth, his master.
Only trust you with the responsibility. Yes, I will do it. Let's speed up this process. Have some coffee. It always tastes better. Okay, solo quest cannot be done in a fellowship, but we will go now.
I will bring.
Remain on your guard, my friend. You speak with my voice and should be free of harm. But this embassy will not be without danger.
So, yes, there are a number of knights that need to be listened to. Yes, the most right to Barad-dûr's secrets. Yes, that may well be true, but there's factions fighting now, which is fairly typical of yes, there he is, Dulgabeth. Who art thou? Yes, well, I am the emissary of... Thou art not the King of Gondor. Yes. Yep. Mouth of Gondor. So, there have been no real changes to the Burglar of recent times. I would be running in Fearless, but it's an instance. His desire's only Mordor. Yeah, as if. At 111, I still haven't got the good 112 gear that you can barter for motes of enchantment. I've been getting those from running the Chamber of Shadows. As a price, a small cost for what the king will gain. Yeah. Small matters that must be resolved. Yes, the others that are. Yeah, the challenges to Israel. Yeah, as if. At least back at this point in the quest writers, they had some idea of the of keeping to the books and not making pledges that you would later break. They did kind of go against that in the latest Umbar release, which is a little bit disappointing. That with oath stones sitting in this game, if you swear an oath and you break it, then you can be in all sorts of trouble. The Army of the Dead is a good example, but so there are no spies for the good side in any of Tolkien's stuff, and agreements are honoured and all sorts of things because there are oath stones. If you break your oath, then the whole Easterling army was held because of oaths. they held the army together because of it. So, okay, where's Aragorn? It's a 32-bit server. It does take a little bit of time for things to.
This time?
Yep. Rejected. Yep. There was one good thing that came out of this. He finds out that there are different factions in Mordor trying to vie for power. Yeah, so there were no spies. I mean, that it just was not honourable.
So the King of Gondor is not only a coward, he is a fool as well.
And swearing oaths were not something that you did lightly in this game. But yeah, as I said, Umbar, there's keeping secrets and acting as spies and all sorts of other things.
A weapon to use against him. I believe
Okay,
you learned
Sarah's
two
gone
useful
just
pieces of
inside the
information
back
from
man.
Bulgabeth.
Yeah. We got the name of the rivals, which is good. Yeah, so dubious quests do exist in Umbar, and the epic storyline is a dubious, what I would call a dubious quest, because you could just be asked to swear allegiance to the coins, and that would be the end of, potentially the end of the character, because oathstones exist. Just, what are you going to do? Okay, so, but the further they get away from the Lord of the Rings, the more they try other stuff.
Ride away, muttering curses to himself. Amusing.
Okay, Mithrandir, what do you say?
I leave the choice
I've got
of path
those.
to you.
Yep. So I now have several chapters, several things to do, and that's what I wanted.
I understand you have business.
The Valley of Web.
I
Yeah.
do as well.
And I also have.
We do not know very much about the Gorjou.
Extra stuff to do, and that's all good. So I've got these 3.2, 3.2, 3.3, 3.3. So each of those, I can take this off the list now, but that's the main storylines that the epic follows now. Now I'll head back to Gimli. I assume I should be able to do that there, and at least I can forward both the epics, as well as go and talk to the stout axes. Okay, there's Gimli. You will swiftly travel to Losronk when you complete this quest. Okay, so I think we should go there. Okay, so as you can see where we are, we're part of the way there, and Gimli is going to start talking to the stout axes, which my character is a stout axe. Gimli, son of Gloin, of the Durin's folk. I'll get off my trusty steed. Do you speak for the mistress of Lurgash? So the mistress is, the king desired to be free of the mistress's rule. This is part of what we have to do for the stout axes. And the whole of the Gundabad epic relies around the signing of documents. So, and swearing oaths to the documents, and even as simple as trainees have issues trying to get out of
Enough of this
agreements.
standing around.
Sauron took everything
Forced
from us.
out
And then
expeditions
he
to
took more.
Lukash. Okay, so there is an awful lot here. Forced out expeditions about this land. Find them and send them back. Okay, I can do that. But there's also some other stuff that needs to be done.
How have we fallen
Challenge
so
and
far?
defeat the Watching Stones. Okay, so that's the other thing that is now here. Okay, so yep, I'll go for the Watching Stones first. Got to avoid absolutely everything. Yep, good. I've got the Watching Stones. And we'll gradually make our way up the road, which is what I want to do. Now some of them will attack, as you can see it's fearless difficulty, so it's not going to be easy, but it's not going to be that hard either. Okay, that's one. Let's see what's next on the list. Okay. Got a few things around. May or may not be able to get through this way. Yep, I should be able to get there. There's the stone, and the other one should be just behind it. Got to avoid everything if possible. There we go. Some of them don't attack, some of them do, but it shouldn't be that difficult. The Watching Stones are part of this whole Mordor thing. And fearless. Let's see if there should be an expedition somewhere on this side. Somewhere around here. There we go. We'll send them back. Okay, that'll make a break for it. Now we've got the next lot of so there are changes happening all over the place with updates and all sorts of things happening, and I've described that in more detail in the Heroic +2 Champion recording that I've done. So if you want to hear more about what's going on with the updates, at this point in time I've put those in there. So we got this one. Might as well bring the character up as well. Hey, it runs. That's good. Not all of them are going to attack. So I'll bring the character up. So I've got an extra point, but I'm going to be spending that on something else, not in this main area. I've got pretty much everything that I want. I mean, trip is a possibility, I suppose. Another standing stone. Watching stone, as opposed to the makers of the game. And of course, oh, this one's running away as well. The expedition, I'll have to go into stealth for that. The Beyond the Shadow is now free to play, apparently, as of when the next, it should be by the time this update comes out. They've decided to make Before the Shadow, I think it's called, free to play. So that's an old expansion, I'm assuming, so that it's free to play in on the Mordor servers. Well, it's free to play for VI. I think it might just be free to play, but it will make it so that the VIP players don't have to buy the expansion to be able to play it on the Mordor or an Angmar servers. I'm pretty sure that's the main motivation. We've got. How am I supposed to get around here? Okay. Which is great. I mean, it's great that they're doing that. It's much better to have an alternate leveling experience. And previously, you had to buy the expansion. You could use LOTRO points, but you had to buy the expansion one way or the other. But yeah, no, they've done the right thing. Well, they've done a nice job. It makes it easier. A lot of people have leveled their characters many times. Okay, yeah, they're all gone. What have we got left? I've got one more left. That's all right. And yeah, it definitely makes a better leveling experience for all the new players. As I said, there was about 1,400 players on the Mordor server last time I looked, and there's about 355 on Arkenstone, which is what I'm playing on at the moment. So yeah, that's a lot of players. They're everywhere. They are everywhere on the Mordor server, and it's standing up pretty well, I have to say. There is some lag occasionally, but nothing like what you get on the 32-bit servers. So, okay, yeah, resisted. So I've got one more expedition to do, and then I should be able to continue on. Have to get around this. Now, where are they? Maybe on this side, maybe not. I'm going to have to ride, it's a long way. Could be a bit difficult to find them, but that's okay. This whole area is a little bit difficult to get around. A little bit difficult. I mean, it could be a lot worse. I mean, it could be a lot worse. Okay, now are they down here somewhere? It would be nice if I found them. Okay, let's go back to stealth. Great thing about the Burglar, stealth. I keep saying it in every video, but it's one of my favourite things about the 3 different types of character classes. Okay, so got there, got that one. Return to the spot where Aglos lies is one of the options, which is over here, but I think I will ride to Luglash. They've turned back up again, but they're not going to actually do anything. Let's go back a slightly different way. See if I can get around this way. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Looks like I can. Good. Yeah, so a lot of people running low level characters again. The Beyond the Shadow is Before the Shadow is it's a nice change to be able to run those areas, especially if you haven't done them before. If you have done them before many times, like most people have, and there's a very large number of players on it. And they all seem not to be lagging, which is great. Let's see if I can actually get round here. Can I get round here? Looks like I can. Yes, good. So I fully expect when they roll the 64-bit servers out to everyone else, if and when, that it'll be a better experience for everyone. I have experienced lag on the 64-bit servers, but there's so many more players in each layer that it's just unbelievable difference. Whereas most of the 32-bit experience is going to be a solo experience with the occasional player. The others aren't. Okay, everyone, I think I am done. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will continue into Lugash next time. Okay, everyone. Bye all.